What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Toxic. We here with some very serious information right now. But before we get to that, I hope you guys are having a great day. If you're not, I hope it gets better. Make sure you guys subscribe, like the video, follow me on Instagram, Lil Toxic 626 is Twitch, and then Instagram is toxic_626. It'll be all in the description, or I'll pin a comment to the top with it. Make sure you guys hit that up. But real quick, so yesterday was a crazy day. We got PS5 official release date and everything like that. We got a couple more things the day before or the morning of. So we're gonna just and some people are pissed, which I may not fall into that I don't fall into the category of the pissed off people, but I do understand why, and I do think it's kind of fucked up. So we'll start with the PS5 versus the Xbox next gens. So we'll start off with the Xbox. So the Xbox X is gonna be $499, and it's all in there. Everything's good. That's their main, I guess you could say their main project. That's what they're pushing the most because it's the beefier one. It has the specs and everything. They're just great. They're really good. Xbox X is doing really good. Specs are nice. It's $499, so that's not bad. Plays the discs, everything. It's good. It's like a little mini fridge. Then we got the Xbox Series S. That one is going to be $299, which for a lot of people that's a good ass price. But it's pretty much, I would say, half. So it's pretty much half the price, almost. And it's also half the specs, almost half the specs. I think some of them are a little over the half, but it's mainly half the specs. So they kind of made it like a weaker Xbox. But from what I know, it's still pretty good for the price that you're paying for. Like, it's still pretty freaking decent. It's still better than the Xbox One. But it's not as good as what you could get for another 200, which it is another 200 when you think about it, you know? It's 300 compared to 500. So if you do have the means to buy the $500 version, you should just buy the $500 version. It's going to save you a lot of headache and a lot of like, why is this one better, this and that? And then who knows, maybe at some point you'll just be like, you know what, I want to get the X now. And instead of buying the X in the first place, you bought the S, so now you have two. But who's to say? Because, you know, if they, I'll get into this once we get into the PlayStation, because that's what I'm getting. But this is just to help anybody that's still trying to decide. You know, the Xbox and the PS5, they're both great consoles. They're both great companies and stuff like that. If you're into the new content, getting content quick, DLC quick, the only thing Xbox is offering is like Halo, and if they do like Left 4 Dead or anything like that. But as for DLC, PlayStation is still holding that clause on games where I don't think it's all games, but most games PlayStation is getting DLC first, like a couple days to 2 weeks first. Just like before, when Xbox 360 used to get it before PS3, now PlayStation's holding it for these, because it held the PS4 and now it's holding it for the PS5. So if that's something that you're that you don't like, getting it later, personally for me that's a big thing too. Just because obviously I do videos on my channel, and if it's games that I like, I want to get them as soon as they come out. So that's one of the selling points as well. I'll probably end up getting maybe the Xbox S once it comes out. Like after a while, if I see that it's good, it's only $299, so I might actually just get that too. I might get the PS5 and the Xbox S. I probably won't get the X just because I'm a PlayStation person mainly, but you know, I would like to play Halo, and the Xbox S, from what I've heard, is still pretty good. So once it comes out and reviews come out, people using it and stuff, then I'll decide. So I urge you guys to do the same thing. If you're not going to pre-order it, maybe wait a week or two. If you're still in the middle, wait for reviews to come out and specs to come out. Like that, you can see which one you actually want. Same thing with the PS5 versus the PS5 digital, or the Xbox X versus the Xbox S, or Xbox versus PS5, whichever you guys are confused about. So yeah, in all aspects, for the price, it's still good, but the Xbox X is better than the S. Obviously, it's like double the stuff in there. Plus, you can have discs, play movies that you have. I have a PS4 anyway, so if you guys have an Xbox One, you guys don't really need the little CD part, unless the disc part, unless you still buy disc games. I don't anymore. I think the first like 7 or 8 games that I bought for the PS4, I bought disc, and then after that, it's just all digital. It's gonna have so you know, you don't really need it. You can, if you want to watch movies, you can just pop it into your old system. It's not that hard. Save yourself a couple $100 or $200 depending on what system you're trying to get. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Xbox. So for the PS5, we're gonna move on to the PS5 now. So the original PS5, the basic PS5 is $499. The PS5 digital is $399. So you guys can see it's $100 more than the Xbox S digital. The reason that it's $100 more is because, from the information we know, all the specs are the same for the PS5 and the PS5 digital. Everything is the same. Nothing has changed. The only thing that has changed is the disk drive. So the PS5 digital only plays digital content. You cannot insert discs. You can't. So if you have, like, let's say backwards compatibility, you can put your disc from your PS4 game into the PS5 and you can play it that way. You won't be able to do that, but you'll still be able to, like, buy the games digitally again. Or if you have them downloaded digitally, then you can just re-download them, because you're still using the same account. Since they included that backwards compatibility thing, that means any game in your library on your PS Plus or whatever in the PS4, you're gonna have access to when you get the PS5. As soon as you go into the PS5, you'll be able to play PS4 games. So exactly how they'll do that, because a lot of the games are online. I'm not sure if they're gonna maybe just dumb down the PS5 when you're playing those games or what, but that's something cool to do. So yeah, same specs, just the disc, you can't use it. It's gonna, so the Xbox X, I'm not sure about the S. I actually didn't look into it. That's my bad. But I know they're launching it with 1 terabyte memory, which is good. That's decent. And then the drawback is that the PS5 is only doing 875 gigabytes. So that's still really good. It has like, for you to put external memory in as well. So, or if you want to, or you can, like me, for my PS4, I swapped out the 500 gigs and I put a terabyte in there. You can do that. I'll probably end up buying like a 2 terabyte, because the games are only gonna get bigger in gigabytes. I'm guessing you'll be able to hold about 5 to maybe 12, 15 games under the 875 gigabytes. But if you put in external, then what you do is you pretty much swap the memories, or swap the save data from one to the other, so like that you can play it. So that'll be easy, or you can just swap it out whenever you get the chance to do that. It's not that hard. I don't know how the PS5 will be, but for the PS4 it was really easy. So if you guys have any problems with that, it's super easy. All you do is take off that. I have the original PS4, so all you have to do is take off the shiny piece. Excuse me. Unscrew the little hard drive. Take it out. Put the new one in. There you go. You're done. Oh, and obviously you have to download like the updates and stuff onto a USB, which is not that much. So if you have like the little USBs from school, like I had one from Yearbook back in school, I just used that one. Simple. You just pop it in. It auto downloads it. Make sure you wipe the USB though. Don't have anything else on it, because I don't know if it can fuck with it, but I chose to wipe it. I didn't have nothing on it, and if you do, you can just back it up or go buy a new one. Put all the PlayStation on there, pop it in, and there you go. It's gonna auto download it for you. So yeah. So in my opinion, between the PS5 and the Xbox pricings, I say the PS5 is beating it. I'm not 100% sure on the loading screens and stuff like that, but the Xbox is like, I think it was like 4 to 8 gigabytes per second, 4 to 6, something like that. And then the PS5 was like 9 to 11 or something like that, 9 to 12 gigabytes per second, which is pretty much instantaneous. Like, you will not notice loading screens. Transitioning through screens, I don't know if you've ever noticed, sometimes on like Marvel Spider-Man, like it'll do a quick like load. It'll be like super quick. It'll be like boop, and then it'll load. But this one, you will not notice it at all. It'll do it as the game is playing already. So it'll have rendered the whole map before you even start playing the game. So any load screen is done. Like, you don't really have load screens anymore. I'm pretty sure for GTA it's still gonna be a loading screen, because that bitch has a long ass loading screen. But for the Xbox X, it's still super fucking quick. Like, you're pretty much not really gonna notice it. But the PS5 is a little bit faster. It's a little bit beefier. It has more better specs a little bit. But it all comes down to what you want to do. Obviously, if you're gonna get digital, I would highly recommend going with the PS5 digital instead of the Xbox S, just because it's only $100 difference, and the PS5 is keeping all the specs that the disc one is keeping, because all they're taking off is the disc drive. That's why it's only $100 difference versus $200 difference. Which, to be honest, they probably could have gotten away with like $50, because it's just a disc drive. So, but it's good that they did a whole 100. Because it entails more people to actually decide which one they want. Because if it's $50, you're probably just gonna get the fucking one with the disc and be like, oh well, fuck it, I'll be able to pop my movies into this one and not have to switch systems or whatever. But you can also just have both systems connected to the TV, or you can have one in the room and one in the other. And and they're gonna keep the same adapters, so you can just unplug one, plug the other one in, or whatever you want to do, you know. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for this section of the video with the PS5 versus the Xbox. You guys can make your decisions. I urge you guys to go on Google and stuff like that and find reputable sources to let you know which one you want better. If you didn't pre-order it if you didn't pre-order it, you don't have to get it the first day, you guys. That's the main problem a lot of people have. If you guys are still iffy between which console of the 4, now we have 4 consoles technically, you guys. I mean, technically we have 3, because the PS5 and the PS5 digital are pretty much the same thing. But technically, yes, we have 4 systems to choose from this holiday season. So if you guys are still iffy, these are 25% chances that you make this 75% chance you make the wrong decision for yourself, right? Because now there's 4 options, so it divides it into 25% each. So you have to make sure you know what you want and make sure that the specs are good for you and the pricing. Make sure you guys check. If you guys didn't pre-order it, might as well wait a week or 2, let some videos come out. Sometimes they get them early before they even come out, like the YouTube channels and stuff. So when you see the verses, like close to it with the actual systems in front of them, not with just them talking like how I am right now. Because once you have the actual systems, they can test it on the TV or their monitor or whatever and show you guys how good it is. One more big piece of information before the video ends, because I only have another 5 minutes left before my memory fills up again. I have to upload the other videos I have saved on here. Black Ops Cold War. The alpha is tomorrow. Today is Thursday. I'm uploading this right now as soon as I finish recording this. Tomorrow is Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. Today is Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow the alpha for Black Ops Cold War drops. It's free, you guys, so make sure as soon as it hits midnight tonight, you search it. I don't know if it's going to be there yet. I don't know what time they're planning to put it on the store. It might be there as I'm filming this video. I'm going to check as soon as I turn it on. I checked last night. It wasn't there yet. I pre-ordered it already anyway. But because sometimes they do closed alphas. So if you guys haven't pre-ordered it, I suggest you just go pre-order it just in case they do that, so you can play the Cold War closed alpha, as well as the closed beta and open beta. But the drawback, remember I told you guys that some people were pissed off. If you guys haven't heard about this, it's only for PlayStation. Only PS4 users will be able to play the alpha. I don't know about the closed, if they do a closed alpha, if they're going to do that too. The beta obviously is going to be open for everybody, but the alpha tomorrow is only for PS4. So I feel you guys, Xbox and PC, they are pissed. They're mad. A lot of them pre-ordered the game and they can't even play the alpha. Yes, it's some BS, but that's where I'm telling you, you guys have to choose what's the most important to you, the most content possible. You're gonna have to go with PlayStation this year again, this holiday season, for the PS5 or PS5 digital, because Call of Duty has made that agreement with PlayStation again, as you guys can see just from Black Ops Cold War, and a bunch of other games do that too. So if you guys want more content and stuff like that just for the console that you chose, I would suggest you go with PlayStation. Now, this doesn't really pertain to me because the console wars, in my opinion, is dumb. You just get what you want and what you can afford. For me personally, I've always liked PlayStation. That's probably because the first system I had, the first system I had was a Nintendo and stuff like that, but the first one from the Xbox and stuff was a PS2. I had a PS1, then I had a PS2, and then when I got the PS2, I got the Xbox. And then I never bought anything after the Xbox, but I would play Xbox 360 and stuff like that with my friends and stuff. So that doesn't pertain to me. I don't really care about that. I want to get a PC as well, so I'm just everywhere. I love PlayStation. Xbox is cool, and PCs are cool too. I want a PC, so just get what you want and what you can afford and what's necessary. Don't get if you get a PC, I feel like you should be making some sort of money with it, especially if you're making a beefy ass PC that's like over $1,000 or whatever. You should be making some money off of that shit. But also, to each his own, if that's what your money's for, that's cool too. So yeah, make sure you guys check that out. It's gonna be coming out tomorrow, the alpha. I'm gonna see you guys there. I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow, so make sure that you guys go check it out. If it comes out in the morning, I'll be streaming all morning. If it comes out at night, I'll be streaming really late at night. So just pay attention, you guys, and I'll be there. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe if you guys enjoyed the video. Comment what system you're gonna go for if you already know, or what system you think you're gonna go for. My shit's about to turn off, so make sure you guys subscribe, like, follow me on Twitch, LilToxic626, and on Instagram, Toxic_626. And I'll check you guys out in the next video. Peace.